Hello, once again, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all listeners. This is another privilege, another chance, and another opportunity that we can still continue discussing about our important lesson. Remember, especially to those who normally follow me, uh, this lesson or the topic that we have started is about the types of water pipes or pipe materials. It is just a recap on what we discussed last week. Although we have some challenges, but these challenges I know it will come to an end one day. Okay, last time we were discussing on the types of water pipes, and the first water type pipes that we talked about was metal pipes. When we talk about metal pipes, metal are in different types. We have steel types or steel tubes. We have also what we call carbon steel, and we have galvanized steel, and we have cast iron steel, and the other metals. So now, there are some specific materials that should be used in water supply, and specific materials that should be used in gas supply, and other material that can be only used for green water or maybe waste system. So last week we talked about the steel tubes, and I showed you that this is an example of steel pipes. As you can see, looks very clean and it shine, and it's showing that this material are not a corroded material because they are treated, and they can be used to supply water, also to supply gas and other products that should be used. Apart from that, we talked about the diameter, maybe the size of the pipe. We are saying the pipe can also come in different sizes from 15 millimeter and above. So when we talk about 15 millimeter, we are talking about 3/4 in inches, or maybe 13 millimeter, which is half inch in inches. The application, we said these pipes are used in water supply, heating, and also in sewerage systems. That was our discussion. Again, when you look at the connection, we said steel pipes and stainless steel pipes can only be welded, threaded, flanged, and pressed fittings. So I cannot waste much of the time talking about welding. I think welding is it's a common term that we normally use. It's another method of joining materials by maybe you are using arc welding. Arc welding, the method that can be used, or maybe using the source of electricity, and the other welding, maybe we are using PPR welding, that is the polypropylene random welding machine. Maybe we are using other welding method, which is gas, or maybe using oxyacetylene cylinders or gas cylinders. And when we talk about threaded, this is a time when you thread the pipe, either female or male, then you make that connection. A flange joint, I think I'll show you specifically how this flange looks like. This is the method of using bolts and nuts. Okay, now when you look at the terms of operation, we said a steel pipe can work in the system for 30 to 40 years. 30 to 40 years, meaning that this material is durable and can sustain a lot of years. Stainless steel is up to 100 years old. Galvanized steel pipe is 50 years now old. So when you look at these materials, they have been manufactured for many years ago, and they are still there in the system, and they are still manufactured in companies. We come to cast iron. The cast iron actually is a heavy pipe, and it looks like black color, and the pipe can be used also in a wastewater and heating system or cold water supply and other things. Then the method of joining, we said, is coupling with the help of gaskets and the sockets. Lifetime is up to 100 years. Okay, we talked about copper. Copper, the material is durable and the material is high thermal conductivity, and it can be used to supply hot water and cold water at the same time. Some places they can be used to maybe to replace an entire heating radiators. Okay, there are two types of copper lines. I said we have what we call annealed. This gives the pipe additional plasticity and easy of installation, meaning that the material can be bent, the material can be also change the shape, and when we are bending this type of material, it cannot kink or maybe form Lincolns. That's why I try to explain to say we need just to use special tools which are pipe benders. As you can see in the picture, you are able to see the pipe bender, which is just used for bending copper pipe. Also, we said unfired pipes are more robust but do not bend. Then we talk about unfired. Unfired, we're talking about pipes, copper pipe that cannot be welded, but we can use compression, we can use press, we can use fittings like elbows, T's, and the other fittings. We said the pipes are should be fastened to the walls or ceiling using special clamps with rubber gaskets. This is to avoid the development of what we call patina. Patina is a chemical that can be produced from the copper pipe. It's in green color. Application. Copper pipe is used in water supply system, heating system, or concreting into the floor, and also for laying inside the wall. Okay, now we come to non-metallic materials or non-metallic pipes. We said we shall continue on this one, and this is the reason why today we need to continue on non-metallic. These materials are not plastic but non-metallic. When I say they are not metals but non-metallic, when I say they are not metals, there are no application of metals but plastics or rubbers and other form of materials. Therefore, we are starting with polybutylene pipes. Polybutylene pipe. Okay, so this pipe is actually hard, and we say they are made of elastic and heat conducting material suitable for transporting hot water with temperature up to 90 degrees Celsius. So this pipe is good because it can be used to supply hot water which is at 90 degrees Celsius. Polybutylene rubber tolerate low temperature when the water is frozen inside. Resistance to corrosion. This is one of the advantage. It's resistant to corrosion, and this pipe characterized by slight susceptibility to fire, meaning that benzene intolerance, they cannot be painted. So some of these things that we need to understand, that the pipe should not be bent, and sometimes when look at this material, it looks like what we call PEX. Okay, I'm not talking about the layer which you saw we are able to see outside. This is the insulator, but I'm talking about this pipe which is inside. So this is an insulator, insulating the pipe, protecting the pipe which is already inside. So we are talking about these pipes, okay? Talking about this pipe in white color and also in orange color. So these are the polybutyl or PB. Okay. Okay, apart from that, we need also to go through the application in water supply system and low temperature heating, underflow heating systems, radiator. So the way you can use copper pipe is the same way you can use this type of material, because the material can be also used for heating system or radiator heating system connection with compression sleeve, metal clips or clamps, flange connections, threaded connections with the detachable sleeve. When we talk about metal clips, okay, follower, those who are following, I'm talking about metal clips, talking about flange, talking about threaded, and also compression method. So these are the four methods that you can use to connect this pipe. I think threaded is common, okay, threaded is common. The flange is bolts and nuts, especially for large diameter of pipes. We have the pipe clip, okay, where you clip the pipe and you use a clamp machine. Then we have a compression. The compression need rubbers and also O-ring rubbers to make this material to be tied. Okay, the lifespan of this pipe is 50 years. Okay, then the other material which is now in the market is PE, commonly known as poly pipe. Commonly known as poly pipe. PE also come in different sizes as well, starting from 13 millimeter up to 260 millimeter or bigger than that. So they are used in water supply also, and also in gas, supplying gas and also wastewater. A poly pipe is a corrosion resistant material that does not burst when water frozen inside the pipe. So the advantage of this pipe is that they cannot burst even if there is that frozen or there is that coldness, the temperature is low, the pipe cannot burst. This pipe have got a smooth surface inside, as you can see in the picture. Outside and inside is smooth, and water passing through them does not leave oxide and the deposit of impurities on the walls because of that smoothness of the same material. Without processing, polyethylene begins to melt at high temperature, close to the boiling point. Therefore, we have different sizes. We have LDPE, low density pipe, and we have high density polyethylene, low density polyethylene and high density polyethylene. These pipes become brittle when exposed to the direct sunlight. So we are looking at the two, LDPE and HDPE. So these two become very brittle when these pipes are actually exposed to sunlight. As you can see, these pipes actually need to be buried or covered underground so that it may last longer. So we'll talk about the application. For conducting gas, cold water supply in the household, meaning that from the source to the premises or to the consumer. So these pipes are good. Now the connection method through fittings by clamping and also welding, and by means of flange connections. Actually, flange connections is common because we use butter nuts for large diameter of pipes, and the welding, I think we use butt welding. We use butt welding or butt fusion welding. and we have clamping whereby you just have to clamp these pipes together. Okay, lifespan of this pipe is 50 years. Low pressure polyethylene pipe, HDPE. In the manufacturers of pipes, high density polyethylene is used, obtained a low pressure. Okay, so these pipes have a high operating temperature, high rigidity, and resistance to chemical attack. Pipes break and deform from mechanical stress. So meaning that if not protected, not secured properly, it may even deformed. And because of that mechanical stress, meaning that maybe there's something that pressing, meaning that the pipe need to be secured and should not be laid across the road. If it is laid across the road, meaning that there's need of actually putting some support, or maybe sleeve, the pipe need to be sleeved, meaning that to be put into other pipes so that you avoid that stress. Application in water supply, heating, storage system, gas supply, drainage, electrical insulation, as well casing. So it is important that you understand the use of, when I talk about the application, I'm talking about the use of this pipe. Number one, it can be used for water supply, sewer system, gas supply, drainage, electrical insulation, as well as the casing. So casings to the method of protecting, or maybe putting or covering the other pipe which is inside. So this pipe can be used as a casing pipe. Okay. Apart from that, we may also look at the connection. I think I talked about butt welding with fittings with the flange connections. The lifespan is 50 years. When you look at the LDPE, okay, low density. In the manufacturing of the pipes, low density polyethylene obtain a high temperature is used, so the manufactured products are flexible. So in short, we are saying when you look at the low temperature, the low density HDPE is obtained the low pressure, okay, and here high density is obtaining high pressure. Okay, so pipes are not designed to transport liquids with temperature above 80 degrees. So meaning that if the temperature is above 80 degrees, the pipe should not be used in hot water like that. They are lightweight. That is one of the advantage. They are not heavy, but they're lightweight. Resistance to chemical and chemical stress. Their allowable pressure value is 25 atmospheres. So the pressure for this pipe is supposed to be 25 atmosphere. Application in water supply system, sewer system, as protective case for power lines. So I think some of you have seen where these electrical companies, they use poly pipe as a casing pipe, as the insulator, in other way around, so that they protect their wires, which is actually carrying electricity current. Connection method with fittings and welding. So for small diameter of pipes, we normally use fittings like compression fittings. Okay, the lifespan is 50 years as well. Now let me talk about another interesting and modern material, which is called PEX, cross-linked polyethylene. Now, the reason why you see in the abbreviation it is PE, polyethylene, X meaning link. So PEX is a pipe which is linked with various materials. So inside of this pipe it may contain copper, aluminum, plastic, maybe about 5 materials in one material. but the outside should be look like it's a plastic, but it's a poly. So this material, sewing is a process of complete process of polyethylene. So there are several types of crosslinks, peroxides, which is PEX. Then we have silane, which is PEX B. Then crosslinks by an electrons flow in an electromagnetic field, PEX C, and also nitrogen crosslink, PEX D. So these are classes, okay, or types. So we have peroxide, that which is just PEX. Then we have silane, which is PEX B. And we have crosslink by electrons flow in an electromagnetic field, which is PEX C, and also nitrogen crosslink, which is PEX D. So PEXide soon products are more suitable for heating systems, PEX. So when you look at the peroxide, okay, looking at a peroxide, okay, the peroxide, this one on top, okay, the peroxide products are more suitable for heating system. They are more durable and less thermoplasticity, okay, less thermoplastic, meaning that it is not possible that we can weld this pipe in short, maybe adding glue. No, it's not. Then PEX LPE, meaning that is PEX low polyethylene pipes can resist direct sunlight. Okay, then you will look at application in water system, storage system, underflow heating, low temperature radiator. So these are the functions of this type of pipes. Connection method, how do you connect? Compression fitting, press fitting, electroded compound, and it may last 50 years. Now I come to polypropylene random. Sometimes I like to pronounce polypropylene random. Okay, in other way around, I'm talking about PPR. That's why I'm getting the word, the letter PPR, polypropylene random. Currently, as you can see, polypropylene random is a modern pipe, and it's coming in different sizes and colors today, especially in other countries like Zambia. Zambia will normally use green color. Others they use the same color, gray. Others they use the orange color. Others they use blue color, but it depends on the type of color that you need to use. And also looking at the manufacturing recommendation and specifications. So as you can see on the pipe, there are some writing, some words: PPR, PPR plus, GF, PPR 40/3.7, 6.7, 5/1. So these are some of the specifications that you need also to understand. I think to those who shall continue following me, you also learn about some of the specifications and the meaning of these specifications and the application of these specifications. Okay, similar to PEX pipe that we were talking about, the most versatile type of polyethylene or polypropylene pipe is PPR, written in the marking on the pipes itself. The pipe consists of three parts: an outer and inner polypropylene layer and the fiberglass layer. So when you look at this PPR, it's a special PPR which is actually different to this green material that we are now using, because when you look at this one is like PEX, although there's that different. This one is more stronger because it has got also three layers. There's inside layer, outside layer, which is polypropylene layer, and also outer layer, and the inner layer, in short, or fiber layer. Okay, fiberglass layer. So outside, maybe we may find that it looks like fiber pipe, which makes the material to be stronger. fastening pipes to be to the house walls encouraged using a clamps by pipe diameter. So it depends on the type or maybe the diameter you're using for this particular time a pipe. Application in water supply, heating, and the sewerage system. In sewerage system, we're talking about a big diameter of pipe. Okay, so as you can see, we have half-inch, 3/4, a 1 inch, 1.5, and 1.25 going up. And connection method by welding. Remember, in my preamble, I said we can weld. So meaning that we can weld using the PPR welding machine. Yeah, some PPR machines can be gluing, then some PPR machine can be threaded because of looking at maybe the fitting that we are using. We have threaded with fittings like male adapter, female adapter. Even the pipe itself can be threaded if possible. Also press fittings. The lifespan for this pipe at a maximum coolant temperature of no more than 70 degrees and the pressure not exceeding 6 technical atmosphere. So the system will last about 40 to 50 years. So this pipe can last 40 to 50 years and sometimes more than that years. Okay. Another pipe which is also common in our system as plumbers, we normally look at this common pipe called PVC, polyvinyl chloride, pipe. Some people can be surprised, why do we have PVC in orange color or brown color? The answer is yes. So it will depend on the manufacturer's specification and the codes, and also looking at the country code, and also on plumbing standard codes in their different in their countries. So like here in Zambia, we normally use white color, and sometimes we use gray color. So these are also the same, and it will depend on the type of weight that you want to use. This type of pipe is the most rigged one. As you can see, the material itself is rigged, is heavy. I mean, the thickness is a bit big. That can also have advantage to be used in water supply, sewer system, and other things. So the pipe is the most rigged of the advantage. It can be noted that PVC pipe do not burn. PVC pipe do not burn, and they are resistant to sunlight, resistance to perforation and to deformation, and resistance to chemical attack. Continuous, they contain chlorine. That's why you have seen polyvinyl chloride. So in short, this material, it contains a content of chlorine. So it is treated. Okay, it is treated, meaning that it cannot be attacked by any chemical, whatever. So PVC pipe can be used in water supply, heating, sewer system, and also system for technological pipeline, maybe communication pipes, suitable for pumping aggressive liquids like sewer, grey water, and whatever. Connection method by welding, threaded connection, press fittings, flange connections, and for UPVC or other PVC materials, you find that you can even weld. I mean, you can use glue. Yeah, you can use glue. You're looking at the grade or maybe the class of that type of pipes. Lifetime depend upon the operating condition, 20 to 100 years old. Okay, now we come to this material. This material, metal to plastic pipe. This material looks like pegs. Okay, so as you can see, it has got layers there. It has got layers. So let me show you some layers. We have this layer, we have this layer, we have this layer, we have this layer, we have this layer. So these are the layers of pipe. that you have able to see. So you can see somewhere there's a metal, there inside there's a plastic, there again there's another different plastic material, also out layer there and another material. So different types of materials. That's why we are calling it metal to plastic. These pipes are used without any restriction of heating system, hot and cold supply, chemically invulnerable, sound absorbing, withstand pressure up to 10 atmosphere. They consist of 3 layers, between 2 layers of polymer, a thin layer of metal, most often aluminium, fixed with 2 layers of glue. So what I'm saying is that you see the first one, it's a plastic, okay, glue there, then metal there, which is aluminium, again glue there, then plastic there. So we see aluminium here, okay, which is actually similar as a metal. So this is how this material is actually manufactured. It is recommended to purchase pipes with aluminium layer from 0 to 25 to 0 to 6 millimeter. A thicker layer gives the pipe rigidity, meaning that it becomes very rigged, very strong, very tough and stubborn, and it's not practical for installation. Pipes that include PEX, cross-linked, polyethylene, PERT polymer will last a longer time. Okay, diameter starting from 16 to 40 millimeter. So meaning that 1.25, 1.5, 1 inch, up to maybe 3/4, up to 1.25. That is the size of this pipe. In water supply, heating and storage, that's the application. Connection method with fittings, also soldering, threaded, flange connection, and using press fittings. Lifetime up to 50 years. So this pipe can last 50 years. Okay, so flexible liner in the water supply, they are flexible polymer hose in a metal blend and threaded connection at the end. The use of the flexible hose actually greatly facilitates installation and repair works. Flexible hose bends easily without breaking the integrity and ability to withstand the sufficient high working pressure. With the help of the flexible connection, a water folding device like mixer taps, washing machines, dishwashers, and the water heaters etc. are connected. So I'm talking about the flexible connector pipes. I think flexible connector pipe, many of you plumbers, you know, I'm just giving the example of that pipe that you normally see connected to the cistern and also to the valve, and the others from the pipe, angle valve to the tap, especially pillar tap. These are flexible connectors I'm talking about. I think this one, flexible connector, is common to everyone. Flexible connector is common to everyone. When you look at this material, inside there's a rubber, then outside is a metal-like, a flexible metal-like, and it is can withstand temperature of heat, and it can be used in cold and hot water supply. If there is a red and blue in the bread, the flexible hose is universal and can be used both in hot and cold water supply. So as you can see, it has got 2 lines, red and blue in color, meaning that this one can be used in both. Okay, blue for cold and red for hot. So this is what we should know. Okay, the color codes of the flexible connector. Okay, from there, The blue color indicates that the liner is for cold and supply, and red for the hot. As you can see, there are two. Here now it is just specifically for two color codes. This one is for red, meaning hot, and this one is for cold, meaning blue. So blue is cold and red is hot. So the two, if you are using the mixer tab, which is receiving two color code of cold and hot water, you can use these two flexible connectors. So sometimes it's very important to follow this condition, or need to follow these specifications, because many plumbers, they make mistakes. Instead of purchasing or buying two colors, or maybe better you buy one flexible connector which has two colors, blue and red. Or if you don't find those, better you buy two, one in red label and the other one in blue label, meaning that you are going to manage to use two flexible connectors in both cold and hot. Now we have another one which is flexible hose sub. A hose is consisting of corrugated stainless steel. I think this one is common as well. It has greater mechanical strength and the operating temperature from 50 to 240 degrees at a cost more expensive. I think this flexible connector are there, and we normally use this flexible pipe, especially on showers, when you are connecting the shower head, or maybe the shut off and whatever. So this one is also good. Recommendation for the installation of the flexible pipes: it is not recommended to over tight the nuts. So I'm talking about these nuts. Okay, so these nuts should not be over tightened, because if it is too tight, it may break. Okay, do not pull, twist or bend the wiring. So when you are using this, do not twist. Okay, do not twist, because if you are twisting, you are breaking the wires or wiring there, and it may also damage the inner part of the flexible connector. It may cause those leakages. And observe after installation for water leaks. So after maybe connecting, observe the leakages. Then connection method, with the help of fitting, which is screwed into the connections and connected device, or with the help of a union nut. So look at this. We have different types of flexibles connections. So we have this pointer, and we have this pointer, then we have this male, okay, female, male, and also the inner. So these two are for mixer. Okay, these two are for mixer tap. The tap that comes that can be used to supply both cold and hot water. So we use this. Okay, but for this one is an adapter or male. That is, maybe the connection is female, then you have to use this, which is here, and this one is common as well. Okay, then I think we are going to look at the lifespan, which is 15 years old. Apart from that, dear viewers, we shall also now look at in the sewer system. We shall start a sewerage system. That will be now our next lesson tomorrow. Please continue watching, continue following, continue learning. I said if you have questions, you can ask questions, and I'll be able to listen and also respond to you quickly. So we will now start the new topic, which will be the waste material, or sanitary and waste material, or maybe we may say soil system materials. So please make a comment and follow, ask the question, and I'll be able to respond. So for today, thank you very much for your time and understanding, and be with me each and every time. If possible, share the video, and when you share the video, I'll be able to notify that you are sharing the video, and I'll make a comment upon sharing that video. Thank you very much. Good night, good day, and good afternoon.